Hey everybody, so I posted a video a few minutes ago about Metshep and the bubble ship I met at Kecksburg when I was there at a UFO festival, and they came with a lot of messages, and one of them, Metshep actually asked me while I was at the show. He was like, sit down, I have a letter to humans, and at the time it was funny because the floor cleared and I was between my guides and the ETs. They kept people away from my table while I was writing this and focusing on him, talking to him. He said, "Dear humans, a letter from us collective of watchers. Many of us are in your skies, far more than you realize. Ships sitting in dimensions, waiting to cross en masse when the time comes. Do not be afraid. It will look like an invasion when the full might of our collective of dimensions, inner Earth, outer Earth, and planets afar descend on your world in union to force your freedom from enslavement to forces most do not know exist or refuse to acknowledge. They will use our descent and ascent to the surface as a means to create fear and control so they can maintain power. It is up to you to raise your vibration and overcome fear or struggle against the pull of their dark energy. We will descend and ascend over time, slowly letting your world see us. Then it is up to you to respond and not react. After many years of contact and other steps through those like Will, teachers, channels, and true experiencers, empaths, light workers, and true spiritualists, we will open the gates, the regulations, and nothing will stop us from sharing. Nothing will stop us from sharing Earth and your pleasures, but you are the key to your own perception. You can react in fear and create a reality of chaos, war, invasion, or you can respond. Or you can respond. You can react in fear and create a reality of chaos, war, invasion, or you can respond, have dinner with us, and take a ride to the stars for the cost of friendship and not the profits of your rich. All we ask is for friendship, love, and for you to raise your vibration, glow, be yourself. We aren't coming. The fleets of many worlds are already here with thousands more on the way. A new earth has begun. That is my message to you all. Read it carefully as it is written, and be blessed, loved, and light. May you see your star families soon, and interior families too." Metshep. A few things to take note of. First of all, the reason I stumble is because when my handwriting is, people call it messy, but I can read it. But when I talk to beings and I'm writing and telepathically talking, it gets scribbly at times. So the overall message is that they want people to know, and it's kind of why I posted the comment about what I think ETs are, what I mean when I say ET. It's not just extraterrestrial. He talks about and wants people to understand that there are beings here not just from the stars. There are inner Earth beings. There are outer Earth beings. There are beings living on the Earth right now with us. There are humans walking around. You wouldn't know we're from other planets. They exist. They're all here. They're already here. Many of the ships in the skies are sitting in other dimensional spaces hiding. Some of them are physically hiding. Some of them are, using the clouds for cover. Some of them are using other ways of staying out of sight. It's been very clear talking to them and talking to many of them that there are practices or policies, or there's something in place, I'm not sure the right word right now, that when they do ascend and when the veils open and you start seeing them more, that control structures are going to start using them as a way to create fear and to hang on to power, because people who are afraid are easy to control. And that was one of the things he wanted to make sure people understood. The other thing is, this was at the show where they were very unhappy with most of the people there. I want to be clear, they're not upset with personal individuals in a angry sort of way. They are very unhappy with how they are being treated. One of them actually called the show Parlor Tricks. He called it a carnival of parlor tricks or something. I forget the words that he used, but they do not like UFO events. At least this group did not anyway. And he was very clear to say, after many years of contact, meaning them contacting us, which if you have talked to me or listened to me before, I say like there are steps of contact. One of them is the ships that is like single ships dropping and them walking off, waving, people taking pictures, them getting back on and going back up just to show that they're peaceful. After many years of contact and other steps through those like Will, and he's talking through those like me, I'm not the only one doing this work. I think most of you know that. There are others out there. Through others like Will, teachers, channels, and true experiencers. They made a point to say true experiencers, not researchers. People are actually experiencing. Those are the ones you want to talk to, the people who are telepathic, the people who are working with these beings. Empaths, light workers, and true spiritualists. And he said that, which gave me the overall feeling of the spiritual community, which is still very... I hate to say this, but it's the truth. The spiritual community is vastly unawakened. It is a community. There's a large segment of the community that is a commercialized, three-dimensional thinking community, not thinking collectively, not thinking from a community collective standpoint. And they've been talking a lot more about that as time goes on. And then he goes, we will open the gates, the regulations, and nothing will stop us from sharing the pleasures of the earth. He's talking the gates. He's talking about portals. He's talking about dimensional gates. He's talking about the ships just flooding the skies. They showed me images of thousands of ships in the skies. I don't know if that's like a legitimate thing or if he was just sending me that image to get the point across. The regulations, he was talking about the Galactic Federation and other groups opening regulations and going, you know what? We're not keeping you off Earth. Go down, do what you want, because a lot of these beings are physically here already, and they're outside the skies because they're not allowed on Earth due to regulations within the collectives to make sure that fear is not being promoted and to make sure that everybody's safe and that things go as planned. And then he talks about reacting and responding, and it's true, you can react or you can respond. And then he goes through, sharing dinners and meeting family and friends. That's all these beings want to do. A lot of them want trade, a lot of them want to see the world, a lot of them want to just walk around. And, if they like birds, they just want to go to a pier and watch birds. I have a friend named Wasp. He's a mantid who just goes around and looks at insects and animals and stuff. That's what they want to do, but some of them cannot do that without us being more awake because of their vibration in physical form. And even though Wasp is here, he's hidden. He's higher vibrational, so he's hidden for the most part. But not all of them are like that. Some of them are very 3D. Humans, ET humans, are very 3D. A lot of them, but they still want to come here. They still want trade. They still want to go back and forth. It's about collective and community. So that was the letter from Metshep. If you have any questions, let me know. Don't forget that you can get spirit art readings where you get a drawing of a being around you, a galactic family member, friend, ancestor, spirit guide, that sort of thing. Available on my website. I also do ET communication consulting to help you communicate with those beings. And I have some other services on there as well. So thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, let me know. And make sure to follow @AwakenWithWillow on Instagram. And the website is awakenwithwillow.com.